Hey, what's up? I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all day went great. And yeah, man, I hope y'all live. I hope y'all live and direct. Um, I almost forgot to make you guys a video today. I was um I was kind of like feeling a little off today. Um, but I wanna relate to you. I wanna tell you guys um what happened to me, right? how how God woke me up. All right. So I was being a religious person, right? I was I grew up like being Christian and believing in God and things like that. Um, when I was when I was 26, I remember like telling myself like just looking around at like the things that I was indulging in and I remember thinking like looking at certain of my homeboys and like just do what we do. I remember like looking and seeing like the scene right play out in front of me, and I'm like, damn, like this is what you want? Like, man, it's got to be something else, man. Like, it's got to be something better than this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so 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 I was like, man, like I know God's real, right? And I was like, all right, but I don't wanna be praying to the wrong God. Like, I don't wanna be a Christian and be praying to the wrong God. I don't want to be a Catholic, be praying to the wrong God. I don't want to be a Buddhist, be praying to the wrong God, right? So, so I was like, man, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out who the real God is, because I want to pray to Him. You know, to the real one. I don't want to be praying to the fake one. You know what I'm saying? So, I started getting into the in my mind, I was like, all right, the truth is gonna be uh, like as further, it's gonna be in history. Furthest back as I can go, that's what the truth is gonna be. So, so I started reading books. Like, I read the whole Bible, and then I read like books that didn't make it to the Bible, like the books of Enoch. I read all three of those, um, and then I will find that other literature. You know what I'm saying? Like the Vedas. I was reading about Krishna, about what's the other one called? Shiva. Um, and then I read how I like the story of Buddha and um, and just things like that, right? But some literature will lead me to another literature and then to another literature and then like that. So then I wanted to know where all this came from. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it was saying the same thing. And then I read what was it called? The gods of the ancient gods of Japan and in China they used to call them kamis, the the ways of the kamis. That was the book I read. Um, and in between, I would read like psychology books too. Like I read Mastery by Robert Greene. That book really helps you like find out what you're here for, like what your talents really, like your God given talents helps you find them. Um, I liked that book because it further validated what I was already doing at that time. That was my God given talent. Um, and what it really does is like it makes you go back in time. It makes you go back to when you were a kid, like a bit, like a little kid, and and remember what you used to play. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. Whenever you were 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, if you could remember what you used to play, that time used to go by like hours went by, and you're still playing this. You know what I'm saying? Like that had to do with your God given talent. You know what I'm saying? Like if us as adults will pay attention to our children in those stages, and if we knew that whatever they're playing, like that's their God-given talent, like if you pay attention to it, and then you will put them in certain classes that had to do with that, they'll be um they'll be famous. They'll be famous because they'll be so good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? Um, and So for me, was I used to do a lot of. I used to build like fucking like dinosaurs with Play-Doh. Like I was real artistic. You know what I'm saying? I used to me and my little homie used to make movies like Alien and Cowboys, and we used to be like shooting each other and saying the movie as we're playing it out. You know what I'm saying? We used to do that for hours. Um, so I was always like had a real creative mind, and then as I got older, um, I, 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 I started drawing. I started drawing, and I was real good. I was, damn, like the first time I drew something, like it was good, and and then I just developed that. I developed I mastered like drawing, um, like realism, and then too like making a collage, like yeah, like you tell me what you wanna like integrated it within your drawing, and I will draw it out. You know what I'm saying? So I mastered that, and then tattooing. Then I mastered tattooing, and I was real good at it, man. Like around my little area, like I was top three, and I feel good. I feel like a celebrity. Everybody want to fuck with me. um, and so um, so yeah, that book mastery helped me a lot. Like understand that art was my strong was my strongest asset that I had. You know what I'm saying? And but anyways, I kept reading these things. I kept reading what else did I read that was real interesting? Well, I would read like self help books, like The Power of the Mind, um, and and I would read like that book, and then I'll read like a book that is against it. You know what I'm saying? So I could doing that, like I always find the truth. Doing that, like seeing both sides, and then deciding what's real and what's not. That helped me out a lot. Um, and then I ran up on like the oldest uh, the oldest writings on Earth, and then I started because we got a lot of. They used to do tablets like clay tablets. That's how they used to like keep records back then, and these tablets, man, they took me on a wild trip, man. Like it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like the reality of really how the world was. It's it's amazing, man. Like you know how like in the cartoons, like in the cartoons for I'm gonna tell you something that was I thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was a little boy, I used to watch these cartoons called Saint Seiya. You know what I'm saying? In Spanish, they're called Caballeros del Zodiaco, right? And I used to watch them that, and I used to watch which one was the other one? Well, anyway, Saint Seiya was like the main one, right? And when I was living with my ex like yeah, living with one of my exes, right? And I used to come home from work, I still have my food ready, and I mean I'll come home from work, I take a shower, when I come out my food's ready, and she would already be rolling up a blunt, right? Because we both smoke weed, so after I ate, we'll smoke and watch Netflix, and I remember I was like thumbing through it, you know what I'm saying? And I ran up on the cartoon Saint Seiya, and I used to watch it when I was real little, and I was like, man, I'm gonna see what they talking about, like, cause I used to watch it when I was little. I wanted to see like my point of view now that I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? So so I put it on. We got high, and I put it on, right? And